horror conventions happening this week.
Welcome back to the Horrors Podcast. You say, there's another one? Of course, there's always a lot of horror cons and the fun and the like and the ilk and everything. Yes. Horror is always happening. Of course. I mean, good. Or I wouldn't be doing this. You know? And not many people know about these different horror cons. So, I bridged the gap from hell to reality. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. I might write that. Glasses are a little crooked there. Anyway, so this week, for the first one that's up, is called ObscuraCon 2026 in Arkansas. Yes, we are heading to the state of Arkansas. You ask, what isn't Arkansas? Well, you can find diamonds. There's actually a diamond mine that's outside that you can go and take a bucket and spend a day and find diamonds. There's been some people that have been, become rich from finding huge freaking diamonds in the dirt of all things. Yes, it does exist. Look it up. Now, this con is going to be from July 24th and the 25th at Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Oh, what is the ObscuraCon? Well, their blurb is this: a horror and culture convention featuring film screenings, panel discussions, vendor halls, and special guests from the horror industry. Again, right up our alley. The event leans heavily into the macabre, the mysterious, and the cinematic, playing off the atmospheric town's reputation for haunted hotels and Victorian-era legends. The website is www.eurekaobscuracon.com. You can find it probably up here. I like putting it up there. It makes it nice. Sometimes over here, sometimes over there. Never know. But usually up there. And let's take a look at this website and see what exactly all entails in this con, shall we? Let's make sure I've got the right one, because sometimes, it's a hit and miss with me. You never know. Nope, I got it right here. Okay. So, ObscuraCon, the Inn of the Ozarks Convention Center is actually where it's going to be, which we haven't covered yet. So, take note. It is the Inn of the Ozarks Convention Center. So let's take a look at the schedule for these 2 days. Now go back to the guests because it was actually showing at the bottom. So Friday, doors open at 9. Get some coffee. Then we got Patty Negri with Haunted Dolls 101. Then we've got Lyle Blackburn. He's at a few of the cons that we've kind of covered. And then we've got Vendor Social Hour at 12:15. We've got Vivian Wouters and Know Who You Were. Okay, so it might be past life regressions. Just guessing on that one. Not sure, but from what that was. Heather Lynn. Oh, Heather Lynn. Demons, Gods, and Aliens. Okay. Deborah Burris is going to be there. Weather Magic 101. Then we've got the Clay Tablet Workshop with Heather Lynn. Patrick Bryan and Marcus Ellis, which is the North American Dogman Project. And then in the evening, from 7 to 9:30, will be the meet and greet at the Crescent Hotel Governor's Ball. Then from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m., there will be a the Patty Negri seance at the Crescent Hotel Governor's Ball. So make sure that you attend, or you would miss out. Then on Saturday, we've got, again, coffee at 9. And then at 10 p.m. will be Chloe Mannon, the Covert Occult. Then we also have 10:50 a.m. John Dover and Stan Milford for the Paranormal Ranger. Interesting. 12 is Larry Flaxman. Then we have 2:30 Accidental Truth. It's a film screening here. And then it'll be with a discussion by Ron James. Discussion of the Accidental Truth next. And then we've got closing remarks at 4:35. Then last chance to visit the vendors. And evening event is from 8 to 10. It's the first contact ball at the Inn of the Ozarks Convention Center. So, got 2 days, and looks like some fun. So, who is going to be here in total? The actual speakers. I think it pretty much we covered them right there within just what we did. So, you got Patty Negri, Ron James right there, and then the Paranormal Rangers, and then Heather Lynn. And if you're not familiar with Heather Lynn, she's been on a lot of stuff. So she's definitely someone very interesting to listen to. She's been on Coast to Coast AM, Ancient Aliens, and a multitude of different things. And then Lyle Blackburn, cryptozoology is his main shtick. So he's definitely interesting. Larry Flaxman will be there. We also have Vivian Wouters. I mentioned her before. And she's an expert in quantum healing hypnosis technique. So that's what they refer to. If you see the QHHT on the schedule, that's what that is. Deborah Burris will be there. She's a astrophysicist, author, farmer, and bone artist. That's interesting. An elder in the Georgian tradition of witchcraft. And then we also have Chloe Mannon. She's there. She's an artist, research, and co-owner of the curator of the Graveface Museum. And then the last set of people that'll be there, they look very familiar. Yes, I've seen these guys. Marcus Ellis and Patrick Bryan. So those are the guests, and that is what's happening here at this con. So ObscuraCon, definitely, this one looks good. And like I said, if you spend the weekend, maybe stay at the hotel, go and then maybe travel down to the diamond mines. Like I said, you just basically you pay for I think you rent the bucket out, or I think it's per hour or whatever, and you just go dig. And people, like I said, what you find in there, it's yours. And it's something else. People found some huge ass diamonds, some life changing for some, and it's actually made the news a couple times. Like I said, look it up, you won't regret it. I don't know how far it is from Eureka Springs, but something tells me it's not that far. But yeah, definitely check that out. And again, this is the ObscuraCon 2026 in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And on to the next.